I think it's actually a really good question because every year people are arrested at Notting Hill Carnival for what seems like really silly or minor reasons. Let's actually get into what actually happened. Obviously, Carnival is one of the biggest street events in England, in Europe, but it's also one of the most heavily policed. I think they said around 7,000 officers are deployed each year to Notting Hill Carnival, and they can use stop and search powers like live facial recognition and sometimes Section 60 powers under the Criminal Justice Act and Public Order Act under 1994, I think it is, which means they can search people without actually needing individual suspicion. Most arrests are for things like possession of drugs, suspected weapons, or public order offences. But people often say that obviously the policing is really heavy handed towards the black community, which I've attended Carnival plenty of times. I can probably attest to that. And arrests never actually lead to conviction. So if you are arrested or stopped, here's basically what you need to know. You don't have to answer police questions except to give your name and address if the law actually requires it. You have the right to know why you're being stopped and under which law you're being stopped. If you're arrested, you have the right to free legal advice at the police station. That means you can speak to the duty solicitor for free, even if you don't have money or your own lawyer. You can also call organisations like Liberty, Relief, or a local law centre once you're out and tell them what happened so that it can be challenged if needed. If you think the arrest was unfair, then get legal advice and get legal support as soon as you can. A solicitor can challenge whether the police had lawful grounds, especially if the stop or arrest felt arbitrary. And if you're charged with something like trivial, minor, say for example, minor possession or public order, your lawyer can push to get it dropped or dismissed in court. So if the case is dropped or you're found not guilty, you can apply to have your fingerprints, your DNA and arrest record deleted through the record deletion process. And minor cautions or convictions can become spent after a set period, meaning you usually don't have to disclose them to your employers. So even if you can't afford a private lawyer, you're not powerless. You still have rights and there is support out there. So bear that in mind. I know Carnival feels quite far away now, but this in mind.